Yeah, hi, it's the 14th of September 2018 at 11:45 a.m. Take a look at the comments sometime. Just don't actually read the comments, just look at all the comments and ask yourself, why are so many men complaining? Why are they going off about that? Okay, don't look at it in great detail. I mean, we all know the reasons, women and society and feminism and all that sort of thing. But just look at it this way. If that was a company, let's just imagine everybody there was talking about a corporation or about a government body or something like that. I mean, you'd look at it and you'd think that corporation, that government body, whoever they're complaining about, might have a problem. Because typically people, let's say customers, don't complain about something that much without some sort of valid reason. And when it's one after the next, and I'm faced with it, one after the next, next, also much the same sort of thing within a framework. And I look at it and I think, I'm saying to guys, look, I'm putting mgtow in really simple terms. Sorry, I'm not getting all. I'm saying we're on strike. We've basically had enough. All right, we've just had a gutful. I watched my father die from this. Constant attack. My age. He could hardly walk. She just kept at him. But no, he put up with it. The old cavalier attitude of, no, we'll soldier on. He just gets jabbed and barbed and barbed and barbed and barbed. And, poison, filled with more poison. Needed more alcohol to sort of live with it. Oh, she's a great woman. Oh, he was a good man after he was dead. I mean, it's a joke. And I look at all the comments, one after the next. That many men can't be wrong. There has to be more than just a kernel of truth in it. There just can't be that many guys can't be wrong. And if you look at it, it's all complaining about a body of something. Not individuals, a whole body of people. I don't believe all women are the same. I don't believe all men are the same. But in this case, it's like a company. It's kind of all the people within a company there might be slight differences in them. But if the company's bad, it's bad. And I was thinking yesterday. It made me think back to my separation. It made me think about employment severance and all of that sort of thing, companies and what have you. And I thought, when I separated. I started off. I went to the doctor, and so look, I'm concerned about my wife. She's helping my daughter through a high school certificate. Doing something well over her head. My daughter was a very high achieving girl. All right, she got 6 band ones. All right, and my wife, with no experience, no practice, no anything, she was tutor for all 6. We couldn't afford tutors. So and I was saying, look, I think it's very stressful. And his response was, don't be stupid. Stress won't. Stress won't. I said, yes. But anyway, one thing led to another. I melted. I couldn't handle it. And the constant abuse. I'd been ostracised from the family. I was living in a room by myself. I was pushed out of the whole family situation, copping abuse. So in the end, I just melted down. I just said, because I'd asked the doctor for sleeping tablets, and he sat back and he said, have you considered hurting yourself? I said, yes, I have. He said, okay, no problem. There you go. Will there be anything else today? I thought, holy shit. So it didn't go well after that. It sort of, I went into a bit of a downhill slide. And all this coinciding with my daughter's exams and what have you. So one had to be a little careful. But so in the end, she calls mental health. And I explained, look, she's very abusive, very stressed and that sort of thing. Mental health, right up. Look, given, and I put on an act demonstrating just how stressed she was, how hostile, how vicious she was. Mental health, right, on the police, on the report, But by the way he acted, I think the guy's got a real problem. And I looked at it, I thought, you're kidding, aren't you? Yeah. And I couldn't help underneath it all. I think they were just trying to get me to be violent so they could really pin a violence order on me. And they were saying all sorts of things that I won't go into here. But all the way through it, I thought, just imagine you were an employee working for the same company for 30 years. And, oh look, you might not be the best employee going, but in the end you complain about the boss and how tyrannical he was and how he screamed at you and put you out the back and that sort of thing. And they, in the end, they send the police around and try and just throw you out in the street along with your possessions. You get out now and don't come back near this place again. And I looked at it and I thought, you're joking, aren't you? You have got to be kidding me. This is how we treat people? Like, if you treated an employee that way, they'd arrest you. They'd close the company down. You'd lose millions if you didn't do this, and this, and this. Yep. But when it comes to men in a marriage, they're just a piece of shit, aren't they? They're just a piece of garbage. Who cares about them? What power have they got? Yeah, throw them out in the street. Talk about Animal Farm. Yeah, really. It's just, don't look at somewhere else. Look at your ordinary everyday people. This is how they're treating. This is how we're treating one another. As if it's some badge of honour that you should be able to handle. Anything sort of 30 years. Throw them out the street. Who cares? That's narcissism in the extreme. If that's not enough evidence to say we've got a major mental health crisis, in the Western world, probably the whole world, and it's all based on narcissism, think again. Because that is just, and not, like, really, in all honesty, regardless of what the guy did. His great sin might have been he talked to another woman, or several other women. Look, he might have even had an affair with other women. Do you actually try and destroy his life because of that? Even if a woman does that, you don't try to destroy your life. We don't try to destroy one another. Why are we trying to destroy one another? It's and everybody accepts it. Like, well, it's fine, isn't it? Open game. And then they wonder why we don't want to get married and have anything to do with them. This is what gets me. You would think that something would get through there and they'd be able to see something, but there's just nothing. It's just like, we haven't done anything wrong. It's you. You're the one that's done it. You. I still get it on the channel. I'll talk about things and they're still coming at me. Yeah, you talk about our problem, but what about yours? I spoke to a commenter yesterday or the day before. I said, yeah, I've copped it for 60 years. 60 years. I'm bored with it. I'm bored with you. Bad luck. You're going to start getting it back. You won't get 60 years from me, but you're going to start getting it from other people. We've had enough. We're sick of it. We're on strike. We don't care. Who would? If there was a whole bunch of people working in a company and the employees that were, came to the end of their retirement, were treated with no respect whatsoever, thrown out in the street, and don't ever come back here again. If they were treated that way, the workers would just go berserk. You can't treat workers like that. But men do the same thing. And that's what's happening to us. And look at us. MRA, trying with Cassie J's red pill, banned here in Australia, absolutely banned. No, not going to have that. No way. And you look at it, I look at it, and I think, you have got to be joking. Seriously, you've got to be joking. You're going to look so... History will make you look so bloody stupid. You'll be too embarrassed to admit you're a female. But it's not just the females, it's the narc supporters. It's their supporters. And these people are in social services. I don't care, they've got no compassion whatsoever. None. There's just this divine right to rule. They don't look at people, men might have some rights, and need to be treated with a little respect and whatever. I would just like to have kept in touch with my children. No. What do? I can't talk to anybody. I suggested to somebody and he wrote out usually on a piece, yeah, go and try that website. This is a guy from social services. The guys that are supposed to, what was it? Dad's, whatever it is. Dad's in distress. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Yeah, I would, sure. Yeah, that's going to do anything. Yeah, you can just tell by the look on his face. It's sort of like, oh, well, looks like I care, don't, so there you go, yeah, try that. Absolutely no, nobody's saying no, it's wrong, is it? I mean, I'd say, I don't think mgtow's right. I don't, and I'll clear this up right now. Look, in the short term, I think it's dead right. That's, we're on strike. But it should be a short-term solution, like the herbivore man in Japan. It should be a short-term solution. What I'm saying is it's not right if it becomes a long-term problem. So if anybody's, you've got to, that's what I'm trying to drive out there. Yeah, I don't think it's right that we have to do this. We should be living happily ever after, basically. There's no reason why we're not. Except that, as small cliques of people, groups of people are causing a lot of other people a lot of pain and misery. All narcs. So, this is how I see it. But we have to do something. We have to, make a stand, make a strike. MRA have tried, doing it politely, logically through, I'm not suggesting we get violent about it or anything else like that, but yeah, we stand our ground. Just stand our ground and just say, no, we've had enough. And make it clear. The more women, the more people, more men, we just say, no, we've had enough and we're not putting up with it anymore. We'll do without. And that's what you're all saying. We'll just do without. We're proving, one after the next, yeah, we can go for years. No sex, no the female relationships, no contact with women. I don't even talk to them. I talk to a few, here on the channel. That's it. And I'm okay. Well, I think I'm okay. I'm living. I'm sort of. I don't think it's the right way to live. I think there could be a better way to live. But if it's going to be this one-sided thing where they really just don't care, nobody seems to give a stuff, well then I care. I want to care about myself. So if society doesn't care, well then I don't care about it. But don't complain when I don't compare. I don't care about it. That's just how it is. You're getting back what you give to us. But this is mgtow as I see it. I'm sorry if it's not, deep and more esoteric than that, but yeah, I see it as men on strike. I see it as men having had enough, and I'm pleased to see it, actually. After all these years, it's just, it's bringing it right out in the open, and men are standing and saying, no, look at it. This is what really happens in relationships everywhere. And, the more you see of it, the more you distance yourself, the more you look at it and think, oh, God, who'd want it? Really, who would want it? Anyway, enough from me. It's been good talking to you. And I shall talk to you later. Bye.